Salutations and good morrow everyone, and welcome back to another grounded update video where today we're going to be talking about patch 7.1. It has finally been released out to all systems and the following changes have been done. So first off, it says right here, it says patch 7.1 has been released, including with it are all the following changes and fixes have been made to the game. Bug fixes, all platforms, top community issues, fixed a host crash that can happen when clients quickly harvest shrooms, a potential fix related to burgle quests for clients, never had that, fixed issues where you could not repair items using resources for nearby storage containers. Yeah, that's good. We were talking about that needing to get fixed. And the potential fix for zipline angles being incorrect for clients. Well, I suppose if it was like up or down kind of angles, not like turning. Because if it was turning, that'd be cool, but that's not part of ziplines. That'd be really cool though to have it where you can like continue on to anyway. That's for another time. Items requirements and or game first. Optimize CPU performance for lots of lean-tos, beds, and armor dummies that have been built, and also reduce frame rate hitching upon loading into the backyard. Well, I've already noticed the frame rate hitching. I loaded in pretty quick, so that's pretty cool. And items, equipment, and resources. Fix the heal bossa not consistently working. Good. Adjustment to the look of weed stem floors, fixed pollen shot status effect from the B armor not working correctly, UI, fix the durability bar not showing up on the repair window, and fix some texture popping on dirty lab doors. Okay. Audio, water droplets will now properly play their sound effect as visual effects when falling from the grass blade. Well, that's good. And as always, it says here, thank you everyone for your continued support and reports. We appreciate them. To stay current with the commonly reported issues following their status, please visit our grounded issue tracker, which we're going to go over to right now. So going over to the grounded issue tracker, you can see that I think they may have forgot to update that, but let's see some major issues here that we still got going. I want to see if the pollen one is put in here. Saves are displaying day 0. They got that fixed a while back. Grounded is crashing on launch, still happens for me from time to time. Let's see. Equipment, repair tool not always working. Yeah, so what you have to do for this one is just try to destroy your current repair tool, like literally destroy it, like tear it apart, and then build a new one every time they update the game, and that might fix it. I've seen that fix a couple times. If you guys are having that problem, go ahead and try that to see if it'll fix it. Armor dummy and weapon rack are not always displaying their held items. I haven't had that. Sap collector blueprints are not being placed properly. That's been fixed since the updated. Dandelion stems and tufts are being flung into the air. Still happens. Players are sometimes unable to interact with the spinning wheel. Yeah. At least you can reach to the bottom of it and pull your stuff off. But yeah, that does happen. But going through here, I'm not seeing anything in here about the pollen. And I know that that issue has been reported a couple times. But I want to go check out some of these updates that have happened in game. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to run up over into Sim Castle because we need to check out what these weed stem floors look like, because now their look has been adjusted a little bit, and I'd like to see what they look like now. I'm hoping it doesn't just affect our standard looking floors, like our standard floors, not that we need to build a whole nother one. That would kind of be a bummer if we had to do that. Silence you over there, your loudness. But anyway, so let's run up over here. Happy to see all the bug fixes, but the one thing I'm the most interested about is one, if the weed stems, what the weed stem floor looks like, and two, if pollen's been fixed, because if pollen's been fixed, I should be able to find it in game. Now, I have weed stem floors right up over here inside of my big old castle here, which is almost complete. Still got a little bit more work to do on it, but we've been having fun in the streams with that. Let's see. They do look a little bit different. They don't look as held together as they did before. I mean, it looks like they adjusted up the way that the planks are laid out a little bit, and kind of flip-flop these around a little bit so they're not in one straight line anymore. If you look, they kind of go back and forth like this now, which is okay, and they do look good. I'll still give them that. Wonder what this one looks like. I just want to look at it for science. Let's see. Yeah, that looks to be about the same as it did before. I'm thinking about running a angled worm across this. But anyway, that's for another stream. But they look pretty good. All right, now for the most important thing. Let's go check to see if they put pollen back in the game or not. Now, I'm going to go to the 2 locations that I believe pollen should be every time you load into the game. Because as going over here and looking, we should have it right down here underneath these roses. This was where pollen always spawned in game. Now I know it didn't say anything in the hotfix about pollen, so I'm hoping that maybe it just poof came back, but it's not really looking like it. You know what would be a really cool thing if they did? If they made it so in order to get pollen, all you did was take a flower petal and you can like grind it up into like pollen paste or like flower paste or something like that, or something like that. And then you dry it or cook it some way in order to get it to actually be pollen, because it would make it easier than just having a random item spawn on the ground. But I do know that they are planning on working it into where the bees will actually carry the pollen on their tiny little fat bodies, which is going to be cool, because then it's going to force you to want to hunt more bees, which, believe me, I want a reason to hunt them because they are tiny and adorable, and I do not want to hurt them ever, but yet we must do it. Okay, I'm going to run over to my base here. That's where I'm going. I'm running over to my other base, and I am going to run up this giant platform that I built to get to the top of some flowers. Okay, almost there. All right, let's go this way. I'm hoping for good news here, guys. I'm really hoping for good news. See, I built this platform up here to make it so I can look at the top of flowers to hope that we could find pollen, because the shinobi sneezes and the, you know, it's just, and also being able to just throw pollen at things is a big deal, because you could slow it down when you hit stuff with pollen. So you can almost see it floating in the air, but it's not on this flower at least. Uh-oh, oop, I almost just died. I may have just killed myself a little bit. Nope, okay, I'm good. No death yet. Let's run up to the other flower and check the top of that one. Never mind, I'm going to jump off my staircase again. Alright, let's go up over here. These spiral staircases are good, but they can make you a little dizzy with going up them repeatedly. Especially when your mouse falls off. Alright, so it looks like we have a nectar up here again. Yeah, there's definitely a nectar up here. I'm not seeing it any... Come here, Mr. B. I tried to poke him, but I don't think that it's in the game. The only thing that I can possibly think is that it's only going to spawn very early in the morning, and if that's a thing, then we have... Whoops, that was a mistake. Then we have to be very careful with when we're going to harvest our pollen. But going over all of the changes, it doesn't look like that a whole lot more was done. Really, that's going to be really good, except for making it so I can repair this with pretty much anything that's in chests around me, which is good. That is a great addition. I will give them that. That is a fantastic addition, because now I don't have to open anything in order to repair stuff. Like, for instance, if I had 3 quartzite, I could actually repair my mint mace. That definitely needs to be repaired, but I just don't have the items to repair it at the moment. So having it in your chest will make it really easy. So I'm happy that that was added, but sad that the pollen has not yet been fixed. So yes, I'm here to tell you I can't find it. Now, if they have updated it and it's on the bees, the only way to find that out is by going and killing a couple of them, but I don't have any time for that today. But thank you guys all so much for watching this video. If you guys like it, hit that like button for me to let me know you guys want to see more. Make sure you guys subscribe today, because only 25% of you guys who watch these videos are actually subscribed to the channel. And believe me, you never want to miss any of the grounded videos that come out, because there are so many of them. You're gonna love all of them. And as always, guys, I'll see all of you guys in the next one.